Hey guys, it's nice to see you again. Hello. And I'm glad to see you on my channel. Go and follow Iron Krause if you haven't followed me yet. So please, you will help me to promote my channel. If you will just click subscribe and put your like, add some comment, then it will help me to gain more auditory and create more interesting stories and metal detecting tests and reviews for you. And today I'm going to talk to you about the old white Spectrum series DFX metal detector. That's an original one, which I recently purchased from one of the fellow detectorists, what I know, for years already. And he switched his machine to XP 2, and he doesn't need this DFX anymore. So I bought it, and I thought that it's gonna be very interesting for me to see how does it perform on silver hammered coins. Of course, on the depth like 15, 17, 20 centimeters, and again to check how good is it performing on treasure. Small coins treasure full of copper coins, which is highly conductive. The soil I have is it's not that high mineralized. It's a normal soil. We can call it also pretty easy conditions for most of the metal detectors. But let's come back to the Wise DFX. What does it have? You've seen original box with full of hotkey instructions with some also advices and startup procedures and VDA scale explanations. Plus, I like the screen. Also, it's showing a graph, the vector graph, or I don't know, scenograph, whatever you call it. You have these buttons, so it's White's Electronics Inc., an original detector. If I'm not mistaken, that was made in UK or Ireland. It's not written here, but I have seen it somewhere when I was changing the battery in the machine. There was written made somewhere on the islands in Europe. Well, and I have an original concentric multiply harmonic DFX original coil. And nevertheless, this machine, guys, has a two frequencies on board, so you can work simultaneously on both frequencies. It's 3 kHz and 15 kHz. Well, all of these MindLab promoted multi-IQ super technologies actually that existed many years ago. Just as you know, multi-IQ is currently, and multi-IQ Plus is looks like it top performing multi-frequency technology. The same applies to XP latest advantages and the Garrett's with the own Garrett Apex Ace Apex multi-frequency technology, which is performing actually, I will tell you one spoiler, it performs better than any technology this over here. So let's check how it works on a silver hammered. I have a very easy ground actually, so when I turn it on, that's always well, let's use the preset programs, and I checked actually all of these programs, and the deepest was Relic best data. You can trust me, really, because I checked all of the settings already before filming this video. So the one thing what I don't like that much is on my easy ground it's not balancing yet, but I have an auto track here. So let's see how it performs. We have 15 kHz is showing the graph for 15 kHz, minus 95 up to 0 is ferrous targets, and from the 0 to plus 95 is non-ferrous targets. Alright, let's go to basic adjustments. Target volume 50, this is actually pretty much 20, audio threshold, tone 222, audio disc on, mixed mode on, ASC sensitivity 72, and DC 35, that's enough. Actually backlight 0. Now let's go to tracking. Auto track is on, so that's all we need. And discrimination settings. Reject from minus 75, that's actually enough for us. Recovery speed 30, bottle cap reject 2, hot rock reject 10, Sweep speed 5, so we should swipe the coil pretty slow. Ground filtering is free. We have a good ground here, so we don't need any much. VDI sensitivity 80, phases off, graph averaging on, accumulate on, fade rate 5. So most of this, actually let's use 2 frequency for the best data. So let's balance it once again, because we turned on multi-frequency. Boom, it's still unable, but let it be. So we have the best data, that means multi-frequency mode. And let's come back to my small silver hammerheads. That's really small ones. They are like around more than 300 years old. And the first, with the depth of 15 centimeters, I buried it here. Very slowly I hear the threshold that is silent, but then over the target we have like a false signal. But actually, yes, it's undetectable signal, as you can see, plus 44 at 17 centimeters. It detects it because on 17 centimeters I have a little bigger silver hammerhead than on 15 centimeters. So you see, we are detecting it. The VDI is not stable. VDI is showing the mixed signal, so it's jumping, but that's okay for us. Alright, let's go to 20 centimeters for silver hammerhead, and we have a complete silence here. So I don't think that will be reasonable to move forward on a depth. Let's go to the treasure. 60 centimeters is the depth of this treasure full of copper coins, and we hear nothing. There is some signals coming out, but that's the limit of this technology. I see nothing actually here, you see? And I hear nothing. It's undetectable signal. Then I have an iron target very close to the real silver hammerhead as well, and the depth is not big, like 5 centimeters, something like that. So it detects it only as an iron target. Yes. You see? Here sometimes we see the graph that something is there, but the signal is so weak that average detectorist will just skip this target and say no, thanks, that's not the real target. I also have German helmet buried here on a depth 1 meter 26 centimeters. The helmet type is a steel type for sure, it's a steel helmet, M42 version. It's a duck find, it's a battlefield find, so let's check how it performs. Well, it detects, but not very well. Not on the level that I expected. That would be enough, I think. Let's turn it off. So boys, that's the old White's DFX Spectrum series. That was a very popular metal detector back in 2005. If I'm not mistaken, something like that. Was it 2003, 2005? But as you can see right now, even the Garrett Ace has a better target identification than this machine, and a better depth, even if you put some bigger coil. That's why Garrett Ace 250 was so popular back in the times when it was released. And what should I add? If you want to purchase this metal detector, you can contact me anytime. Just send me a message or whatever, or write in comments, and let's discuss how can I deliver this machine to you, because I have a complete kit with the both coils, like that one, the big one, and an optional sniper coil. I don't know how would it perform on a sniper coil. I think that the depth wouldn't be so great, but actually, if you want to have it like for your own museum or something like that, so let's discuss that opportunity, because I have plenty of metal detectors, to be honest, and I don't want to store it somewhere in my house. I don't have much space. I'm not living in a manor. I'm living in own apartments, which is not that big that I want to, So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like, write in the comments, and I'm always glad to talk to you guys. And see you on the next test. I don't know what would be the next metal detector which I'm going to test, but definitely it will be an interesting model. So, hope you're doing well and everything is very good for you. And see you next time. Bye bye.